Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about compound today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Compound with a 8% pump already to start the day. We're about 6 hours into the day now. Beautiful move. Hopefully we don't find resistance here, but even if we do, it's okay, right? The reason we could find resistance right here is that we found support right here previously. We also, from an overall high to a low, that wasn't the high, let me get this back on there, high to low, we're right at the golden ratio zone. So we could find resistance. It's been a nice pump so far today, but don't get discouraged, my friends, if we pull back to $107. Don't get discouraged, my friends, if we pull back to $100. I doubt we break back below $100, but we could go back around it, right? And we're already near it now at 112. So a little bit of a pullback, maybe for the rest of the day could be what we have. Who knows? Maybe it's a very brief pullback within this candle. By the next hour and 56 minutes, we hit that 0.5, and then by the end of the day, we're all the way up at 125 to 132. I don't know, that could happen too. All of that to say, regardless of what we do in the immediate term, whether we go down a little bit, whether we go up a little bit, whatever, we are getting ready for our next move up. And our next move up, I believe, is going to take us well above $200, potentially even above $300. If we look at this high to low, our relative high to low here, we tipped the 1272, tipped it. Hold on, guys, hold up now. Okay, tipping the 1272, pulling all the way back to the 786 for support, and now finding support off the 886. We look very constructive in this. Hold on, I gotta get, there we go, in this fib structure here. The next target at a minimum would be the 1414, which is all the way up at 165 by the fibs, right? I said it earlier. I think we're going to go well above 200, probably even above 300. So when I say the minimum is at 165, let me just clarify. That's the minimum based off of this fib target, right? There's other things to factor in, but likely we would at least see $200, if not past that, right, going forward. And I do think that we will see past that going forward. 278, 315, that's a nice kind of area to identify there, because if we look at the monthly here, the monthly perspective, we go to the high to the low. This is why I think we won't stop until at least 235, if not $300, if not more, right? Our golden ratio is all the way up here, 61869. It's all the way at 235 to $304. Anytime you have a long phase consolidation like this and you break out of it, the general expectation is that you do go to your 61869 zone, if not through it into your 786, 886 zone. I know I've told you guys this time and time again before. Got a lot of new subscribers in here. Maybe people aren't aware. Maybe they've never heard of compound. Maybe it's their first time seeing it. That's why I say this stuff over and over again. But also to just get it in your head that these are the target areas, right? This whole cycle, or not this whole cycle, but the past like month, we've seen a lot of coins breaking their consolidation phases and tearing right through their 61869. So most of this time, you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for over the past couple of years, you know that I was expecting we'd stop at the 61869. I've always hinted that we could go up here, but I haven't made that the more probable outcome. I've always put that on the back burner kind of, right? This was the area of focus. But now, and it's not just because we're pumping, it's not just because I'm excited and I want to see the price go up more. Of course I do. That's already given. Of course I do, but I try to reserve myself. The only reason I'm accepting this as more of a possibility now is that we've seen it happen with various cryptos already within the last month, right? Compound just hasn't caught it yet. It hasn't caught up yet. It's broken out, it just hasn't had its full move yet. So, right, like XRP, right? XRP literally, you take it from a high to a low of this consolidation phase, high to low, you consolidated a bunch. Once you broke through it, you didn't go to your 618, you went all the way up to your 786, 886. Whenever you consolidated down here and you broke through it, you went all the way up to your 786, 886, right? So and that was actually the cycle ending move, to be completely fair. But this move is more kind of in tandem with what I'm expecting of compound. I don't think that it's going to go all the way up above the 886. I think 610 is pushing it. It really is pushing it, but I accept it as a possibility. We're at $111 now. You know, there's a lot of reasons definitely to find resistance in that $304 to $235 area. If we draw a circle there, just to kind of remember that that's the zone, right? You can take this circle. I guess I can't take that circle and go back, can I? If I go to the bottom of the circle and you look left here, that's where we found resistance before, okay? We found resistance right there. And we go to the top of the circle now, that's where we found support before. So not only is it the golden ratio, but it's also a significant area in the price. It is completely possible, and it's not a bad thing. It's not detrimental to compound if we pump from 112 and we stop below $300. It's not detrimental at all. It's very normal, actually. The normal thing would be that we do that. We stop there, we pull back, and then we continue to press higher. But crypto is doing this unnormal thing right now, this uncommon thing where we do just go right up to the 786, 886, bypassing this zone entirely. So it's worth mentioning. It's worth talking about. It's worth spending 5 minutes talking about it, right? That's why I'm talking about it. So now that we've done that painstakingly, gotten that into your heads, let's look at this thing from some other perspectives. I don't know. Weekly RSI, pretty overbought, but it can get more overbought, right? You're 3 days, 18 hours left, looking like you want to flip this to the green side. I mean, we're only at an 86. We can get this thing well into the 90s, right? With moves like this, I mean, we go to XRP for a perfect example. That move went all the way up to a 95, right? And it might seem like we're close being at an 87. It seems like 95 is so close, but you guys, we would have to push up pretty high to get those reads. Like we really would. To get a 95 read on this, we'd have to see prices above like 350, if not even above $400. And that's just at the weekly close, right? We could see the RSI getting to a 93, but maybe at some point it's all the way up at like a 99, and the price is all the way up at 500. It wicks up there, and then it comes back down and it closes at 300, making the RSI close lower. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I'm gonna stop talking about what ifs though. Looking at the daily RSI, higher lows coming in, bouncing off the 55. Not a common area, but hey, whatever, we'll take it. Bounce off the 55. You got right below the 60, right back into it. I love it. This is very bullish behavior, you guys. The 4 hour also looking very fresh, very bullish, cooled way the hell off. You were in the oversold zone and you hated it with a passion. You just got out of it very quickly. Sorry. I had a weird breath there. One of those weird like breath, hiccup, burp kind of scenarios. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. Compound's looking good. I'm going to push the video out there now. That way we don't miss the pump. Don't be surprised if we pull back a little bit. We're at 112 now. We might pull back to like 107, $100, right? We're at 112. That's not that much. That's not that far away. Don't get discouraged, right? I don't think that if we reject this area that it means we're going to see lower lows. I'm not anticipating that at all. I would expect it to just be another higher low and a series of higher lows that takes us to a series of higher highs onward and upward to the righteous path of $600 and beyond, right? And I do believe, sorry, I've got the sniffles, man. I do believe from a high to a low, we will see compound top off this cycle anywhere from $2,400 to $4,000. Potentially, if things really get going, potentially this $8,200 target is still on the table. I'm not so convinced of it yet. Hold on, guys. I'm not completely convinced of it now as I was back here. I don't know if we have enough time to do that, but it is something worth mentioning. We don't talk about it all the time, but being here at 112, being this late in the cycle, I think it's more appropriate to talk about anything from like $4K to $2,400 as our potential cycle highs. We're at $100.12 now, or $112, damn it. At a minimum, from the current price, that's like a 21x to potentially a 36x, and even the potential of like a high 70s X is on there still, man. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Compound's going places, man. And if you want to catch a ride on this train, tickets are $112. They might take a little like 10% discount over the coming hours, but get them while they're hot because it's not going to be down here forever. Soon enough, they're going to be worth double, triple, quadruple the price they're worth now. So bye-bye. See you on the next one. Take care.